Hello everyone, welcome back to another pick a card reading. I am super excited to be back and have missed you all. It always feels so refreshing to do a reading after a brief hiatus, so I really do appreciate you guys being here with me and taking time to watch these videos for yourself. Thank yourself. So this reading is a what messages do you need to know right now? And all of the wonderful piles really touched on the importance of embracing your negative emotions while doing the very thing that you set out to do. I'm going to repeat that. Embracing your negative emotions while doing the very thing that you set out to do. So as always, I have 3 wonderful piles which you can choose from, and I will insert a clip of me showing each of the piles more in depth shortly. Should you be interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me or a distant Reiki healing session, I will leave the information in the description box below. Please do not hesitate to check that out. I love connecting with you guys. And lastly, I just want to say, for anyone that has been really struggling with their mental health of late, that it is normal. Whatever you're experiencing is normal. And whatever ways you have been coping with what you're experiencing, whether it's different than what you've known before, or you don't necessarily like the way that you've been coping, all of that is okay. And all of that can change. It takes a lot of energy to change. It takes a lot of energy to even recognize in itself that you're going through something. So I encourage you to reach out. You don't have to necessarily say I'm going through something, but just reach out. Being next to people is medicine. So I just wanted to extend that to you all, no matter where you are in the world. And without further ado, let's get started into this wonderful reading. Again, timestamps will be in the description box below. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you at your pile. Bye. Pile 1 is this crystal bracelet. Pile 2 is this crystal bracelet. And pile 3 is this crystal bracelet. Okay, so go ahead and choose whichever pile you feel the most connected to. Try to keep it to just one. And should you have a little trouble deciding, I will do a short guided mindfulness exercise for you right now. So wherever you are, I invite you to either sit or lay in a comfortable position, and you can softly begin to close your eyes or soften your gaze. You can place your hands upright if you find you need receiving energy right now, or facing down if you find you're in need of more grounding energy. You can start your practice by taking in a deep breath in through the nose and back out through the mouth. And let's do that one more time. In through the nose and back out through the mouth. And then I invite you to envision a white light right at the center of your heart, known as the heart chakra. And envision this white light start to expand itself throughout the inside of your body, up to the top of your head, and down your arms. And you can envision this however makes sense to you. Envision that white light expanding all the way to the top of your fingertips, on top of your head. And then allow it to trickle down to the bottom half of your body. Allow that light to expand itself to your hips, down to your knees, your shins, your feet, and the base of your toes. Good. And then I invite you to return that energy back to your heart center, taking in another deep breath in. As you breathe in all the loving and cleansing energy you just worked to cultivate, and then letting everything out with a sigh, audibly, releasing anything that no longer serves you. And then slowly you can begin to open your eyes, wiggle your fingers and your toes, bringing subtle sensations into the body. And then pause the video and see which pile is calling you now. Hello, Pile 1. So if you chose Pile 1, welcome to your reading. I hope you guys have been taking good care of yourselves and hope you guys have been so well. We will hop right into your reading. This is green aventurine, and this is good for luck, good health. I also want to say wealth and abundance is coming to mind. So perhaps, in choosing this, I wanted to start off with you guys because I felt a lot of powerful energy just holding and thinking about this pile. So I'm excited to see where your energy takes you today. I'm just going to sort of reshuffle the cards that I have here. And this reading will be a what do I need to know right now? Any messages, guidance, or signs that may want to come through to you. Okay, so Spirit, this message is for our Pile 1. And any important messages that they need to know right now. Okay, so we have the Two of Wands. We have the Three of Wands as a car was honking. And then let's get one more, please, Spirit. Okay, wow. Okay. So I guess that makes sense why that horn was in the background. There's a lot of rage, a lot of power, as I said in the beginning, coming from you guys. So this suit, oh my goodness, we have wands, wands, wands. So again, this is a lot of passion. This is a lot of, I want to say strong energy that we're dealing with here. So I'm getting two messages right now. One message is to pay attention to where those strong emotions are coming from. Like there's a message here of needing to explore, and not necessarily needing, but also wanting. Like you are moving into this energy of trying to figure out and discover why it is you're feeling what you're feeling and what it means to feel what you're feeling. I also, just want to say as well, everything that you're feeling is valid. And everything that you're feeling is normal. There's not one way to channel your anger, if that's what you're dealing with here. There's not one way to channel your sadness. It's just, you're feeling what you're feeling, and that's, what you're being given the gift of exploring right now. So let's break this down a little though. So we have this Two of Wands. So again, this is you stepping into this energy of looking and wanting to explore, having that desire to explore your feelings. And then this Queen of Wands, I'm feeling like a need to be validated, or this desire to feel validated about what you're feeling. So for some of you, you could be in a situation where someone made you mad, or you feel some type of way about someone, and you just want that sort of validation and respect to know. But again, it ties back to this larger understanding that you can feel how you feel. Like you don't need anyone to justify it but you. We have this Five of Wands in reverse, so it's like this conflict / resolution. So I feel like you are the person standing in the way of really releasing what's inside of you. So, wow, this is a lot of messages. These are a lot of messages coming through just for us to start off with only 5 minutes. So I want to explore more. Spirit, can you tell us more about this Five of Wands, please? Any messages? So it could be a message here too for you guys to release, to walk away. Yeah, Six of Swords. So this is moving away from something challenging, something difficult. This could be a mindset for you guys. This could be a physical person. This could be an environment. All of that is really what you're dealing with here. Spirit, more clarification for this Five of Wands. I'm getting like chills, you guys. yeah, there's, and you know this, I feel like you guys are at the peak. Like either something's really going to tick you off and you're going to explode entirely, or that's already happened for you, which is why you're here. We have the King of Cups and the Emperor. Yeah, so definitely in you allowing yourself the space to feel what it is you're going through, it's going to restore balance for you. We have the King of Cups. This is like emotional maturity, that sort of energy that I'm feeling. We also have this Emperor card though, and this is interesting. This is where the messages really get deep. Yeah, a message right now that I'm feeling is like, for some of you, you're trying to be so composed and so in control of what it is you're feeling that it's halting this process. It's preventing you from walking away. So let's see, Spirit, what is it that pile 1 needs to release, or any messages about releasing, please, for them? Wow, and that instantly came out. Okay, Page of Wands. This is making me feel like, again, releasing control, but also accepting the moments, the outbursts as they come and letting them go. Not getting so fixated on the fact that, oh my gosh, I'm dealing with anxiety. Oh my gosh, I'm dealing with headaches. Oh my gosh, I'm dealing with frustration. Not getting so caught up on what you're experiencing, but just allowing it to persist and doing stuff in the meantime that's going to mediate that feeling. And please excuse the sirens. Like, it's so busy outside right now. I'm gonna let that pass. So as I'm saying, like, you're dealing with, and even the siren is just sort of proving it, like, you're dealing with so many external influences right now that are making your internal world seem chaotic, but pile 1, you're perfectly aligned. Like, you're on the right track. There's no better timing for you to become aware of this process. This back of the deck energy, the 6 of Cups, I love. It always talks about, forgiveness, childhood, things that we learned in our childhood. And that's sort of what you're noticing on your own, and noticing how to deal with and how to sort of nurture yourself in a way that you lacked before. Okay, so for double messages, I also want to use, I'm really excited to use, actually, I don't even want to use it anymore. Let's hop to this deck. This is a chakra oracle deck, and so I want to kind of use this to figure out maybe what chakras you're subconsciously activating right now. Maybe we can get some messages as to what kind of foods, what kind of work you can be doing to mediate that process, and then we'll get into an angel oracle. That's really the holy grail. So Spirit, messages for our pile 1, please. What do they need to know right now? Perhaps I'll bring that other deck that I wanted to show in another reading, or maybe if they're drawn to another pile, I might use it. Yeah, definitely not getting so caught up on the feeling itself, but noticing what it is that's triggering it, who it is that's triggering it. Okay. So for you guys, I'm going to pull 3. We're going to do mind, body, spirit. So for the mind, Triskelion of divine alignment, harmonies, and heals my body, mind, and soul with the spiritual rays of amethyst, turquoise, and chrysoprase. Okay, so interestingly enough, this Triskelion word itself means that mind, body, and spirit connection. So you're definitely, I said in the beginning, doing some work to restore balance for yourself, even if it's just simply you being here and acknowledging what it is you're going through. Also, coming to my mind, you guys chose this crystal of like physical health, good health. So if you're noticing that your mental aspect is really starting to take a toll on your physical body, this is your sign. This is your sign to stop getting so caught up in your mind. And using your physical body as a way to channel what it is you're feeling, pile 1. So for the body, okay, the body, this is chakra card for the crown chakra. So I surrender wholly and completely into profound renewal and multi-dimensional healing, trusting in the magnificent grace that guides my soul. So the crown chakra, again, I always encourage you to do your outside research, but this is just me telling you off the bat. The crown chakra is one where we receive direct inputs from the universe. So we have mind, body, and then spirit. This is the sacral chakra. So we have cleansed and energized. The sacral chakra births radical loving change to transform potential into paradise and dreams into destiny. This card is making me feel of the way that you're channeling yourself. And also this Queen of Wands card, it's like gratifying yourself, validating yourself and your emotions. And for those of you, again, that are finding that what you're experiencing is taking a toll on your physical body, do something to that physical part that you feel that tension in to release it. And what I mean by that is, you know, sometimes we are able to sense that we're really stressed or frustrated when we get headaches, or sometimes we're able to sense that we're really stressed when our ankle hurts. Like, all of those physical manifestations of our emotional problems will be reflected in your body. And I really do feel like you, pile 1, you already know this, which is a beautiful thing in itself. You know, we're talking about alignment, crown chakra. You're here for a reason. You're experiencing this for a reason. I get that you may be tired of experiencing these emotional outbursts, and you're like, what do I do with it? How do I do? You're already dealing with it. Okay, and sometimes you just have to give yourself tough love. Sometimes it's a matter of just simply stopping yourself when you're experiencing what you're experiencing and being like, we're not dealing with this, self. We're literally not dealing with this right now. Like this, I don't need to feel what I'm feeling right now because it's perceived. It's a perceived feeling. Okay? Lastly, we'll get into this oracle card or oracle decks. So Spirit, last message for our wonderful pile 1, please. Such a powerful group. Devotion. Thank you. Wow. Lots of things coming through. Devotion, nature, spirits, number 44. Creativity guides and invention, number 26. And then pay attention to all these teals too. And then boredom, spirit teachers, number 4. So you've got a lot of 4. And even 2 minus 6 is 4. So 444, that's connecting to your intuition, your own commitment, pile 1, to your healing process and to your spiritual journey is one that is really, really intense, as much as it is beautiful. It's only when you experience these profound moments of discomfort that you're able to recognize and acknowledge how normal you actually are. Okay? So I am going to leave your reading here. If you've made it this far, thank yourself and thank you for being here. As always, if you're interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me or distant Reiki healing session, I'm more than happy to do that, and I will leave the information in the description box below for you. Again, thank you so much for being here. Be well, take care, and I will see you in our next reading. Bye. Hello, pile 2. So if you chose pile 2, welcome to your reading. You guys chose this Tiger's Eye crystal bracelet. Good for protection, strength, confidence. So without further ado, we'll get started. I hope you guys have been taking good care of yourselves and have been very well. So this message is what messages do I need to know? We've gotten stuck here. Okay. So this reading, is a what do I need to know, messages you need to know, perhaps signs, anything that wants to come through for you right now. Okay. So Spirit, this message is for our pile 2, and any messages they need to know right now, please. the Nine of Wands to start. I'm already hearing the word persistence with that. Okay, thank you, Spirit. So we have Nine of Wands, the Two of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. So this Two of Wands, there's a bit of indecision or an inability to see how something is going to go, where something is going to take you. I want to say regardless, we'll get into that decision-making process, but regardless, this Ace of Wands is your future card. This Ace of Wands is a card of, the word that's coming to mind is resilience, but also brightness and opportunity. Obviously here with the brightness of the card, the flowers, the butterfly, it's like transformation, newness, growth, and ultimately, you know, an entirely new platform that you can build on. So that's good news. I want to get back to this sort of energy here for you to work through, which is this Two of Wands. This is indecision. I'm curious as to what you may be indecisive about or how this is appearing. Maybe it could be you not even making the decision at all or putting it off. And, you know, we started off with this Nine of Wands of persistence. So, Spirit, can we get the Nine of Wands clarification, please? So we have the Page of Cups in reverse and then the King of Wands. I'm moving this up for you to see. Okay, so for some of you, it could be that you're having this hard time pulling through or sticking to something. This Page of Cups is making me think of this emotional aspect, this emotional validation aspect that's making it difficult for you to pull through. Let's see here, Spirit, more about this King of Wands, please. It's almost like Seven of Wands, yeah. It's almost like you're trying to be gentle with yourself through the process, but you know that this particular situation that you're in is calling for a little bit more tough love, a little bit more, you know, firmness and direction. Let's get into the meat of it now. This Two of Swords. Spirit, what is this Two of Swords about, please? I feel like a lot of you have been in this period of unknowing or feeling like you don't know where to go for a while, for a long while. So we have the Ten of Cups and the Nine of Swords. Okay, this is literally the two sides that you're balancing. Could go either really good or really bad. But for some reason, you're already in this sort of energy of like a discomfort, emotional discomfort because of you not making this decision. Spirit, more about this Two of Swords. What is this about? Any clarifying things that you can tell us? We already know what, like the negative side of things. The Chariot card, okay. And the Eight of Swords. Feeling prepared, like you're ready, you can do it, but then also tampering with this other element that it's like you feel stuck, like you feel like you don't know. So the question remains, how on earth will you ever be able to decide? Will you ever be able to choose a path, choose, you know, how to navigate these two decisions if you don't start from somewhere, pile two? Even if it's wrong, even if you end up not liking it, you have to start from somewhere. And that's really where this persistence card is coming in. It's like not lose sight of this larger goal that you have for yourself and sort of sift through the emotional turmoil that you're putting yourself through, whether that's unconscious or not. I want to know more about this Nine of Wands. This Nine of Wands was the first card to come out because that's literally your spiritual team telling you that you've got it. You've got what it takes. You've got, you know, the vision. You are literally in a body that is capable of choosing what it is you envision. It's just these messages here that I'm getting is that sort of confusing yourself, about your potential, because you're sometimes in this energy of telling yourself, I can do it, this is okay, I'm proud of myself, and then somehow flip to this other energy where it's like, I'm not doing enough, this can never go right, I don't know how this is going to be possible. And so that feedback is sort of confusing you, especially when you need to make the biggest decision, or what could be the biggest decision of your life. I also want to say, in saying that, don't let that get so caught up. Like, this decision isn't going to be the end all be all, because that could very well be the thing that's making you feel anxious. It's that idea that, oh my God, this decision is the decision. If I make the wrong choice for the decision, then that my whole life is going to turn to shit. No, that's not true. That's not reality. Okay, that's not what you've shown yourself. Also, I want to say in the past, it's that you've persisted, again with this word here, you've made it through. And then you guys chose this literal bracelet of confidence, pushing through, transformation, and stability. So what else do we want to ask here? Spirit, is there anything else our pile 2 should know with regards to the decision that they need to make, or something that can make the process easier when they feel they're going through this emotional sort of conflict? Maybe that was too long of a question. Let's see if I can phrase that in a way that's very clear and direct to your spiritual team. Is there anything that can make this process easier for our pile 2? Anything that they should know? For some reason, key is coming to my mind. I don't know if that's a name, a physical thing, like a key and a lock. I don't know why that's relevant here, but for those of you that resonates with, I hope that you can do something with that. So we have the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Hermit, and the Knight of Swords. Okay, so let's take this step by step. And I'm going to kind of clear here just because I want you to be able to see what we're working with here. So this next message that you have is one to not get so caught up in the smaller details. Okay? This Knight of Wands, this card in itself has a lot of colors, a lot of things going on, but at the crux, it's that you are in this preparation stage. Like it's subconsciously stirring up the confidence that you need to make that decision, to be able to navigate through this emotional conflict, which is really a big lesson that you're learning here. When we touch with this Queen of Swords, it's the spirit of listening. It's the spirit of waiting for the fears to subside, for the negativity in your mind to subside, in order to get to the key, in order to get to the answer. Okay, the answer is deep embedded in your head. It's just a matter of being mindful and choosy about what your mind is trying to tell you, which may be otherwise. Then we have this Knight of Swords. Once you get this, once you're able to clear this indecision, I foresee you guys immediately jumping on that very thing. Like, something about that goal that you have is going to come to you very quickly. Whether it's another idea, whether it's through another person, it's like once you navigate through that, things are going to be happening for you very, very quickly. And you'll catch on. You'll catch on. It's going to be very easy for you. 7 of Cups in reverse, like a lot of things coming through, but again, the fact that it's in reverse, it's like it's that energy that's waiting to come in. It's not entirely here yet, but it's waiting. Okay, so lastly, I want to we'll get into a chakra oracle deck for you, and then an angel oracle deck for you. So, and this will perhaps give us a little bit more insight of what work you can be doing to make this navigation process easier for you. So Spirit, for pile 2, any additional chakra messages for them? What chakra are they activating? Are they working with? Okay, so this is good news, pile 2, because usually I have to pull them out. So this is one of the heart chakra, the green. And again, I always encourage you to do your outside research too. And then this one is just all of them combined, the rainbow. So with this green card, we have appreciating my soul progress creates confidence. Wow, love when things align. And excitement to embrace new challenges and expand my spiritual horizon. So progress and alignment, we said not getting caught up in the smaller details. And then this one, I thrive in the new and unfamiliar, expanding the loving, expressive influence of my soul for the highest good. So this is more so about that, the energy of exploring the unknown. It also kind of makes me think of, the energy of anxiety. It's like fear of not knowing if something's going to go good or bad, but subconsciously bringing in negativity and bad because you don't know what else to expect. But right now you're really working to reverse that and change that so that you're able to be excited and embrace the not knowing. What if this goes really good, pile 2? What if it works out? What if you figure it out? Which obviously you guys will. I have no doubt in my mind about it. Lastly, let's get into these oracle cards. Spirit, last messages for our pile 2, please. That was very, very quick. Thank you. So we have gifts, joy guides. I'm pausing here because I want to say don't let your talent go to waste, whatever it is. Don't let your talent go to waste because of fear. Especially when you feel this uncertainty is when you need to be applying your talent, pile 2. Then we have creativity guides. Also paying attention to the numbers 6 and 37. I encourage you guys to look up those numbers as well. Maybe in a future reading, I'll pull out my numerology deck because that'll always be helpful and fun to some of you guys, I know. And then back of the deck energy, of course, pleasure, divine goddess, number 9. So essentially, pile 2, the message here for you is to embrace the experience that you're going through. Whether it's the experience of unknown, the experience of anxiety, the experience of frustration, embrace all of that and let it go. Because right now it's holding you back. Okay? So I'm going to leave your reading here. If you've made it this far, thank yourself and thank you so much for sticking through and watching. I do hope that the messages resonated, and if you're interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me or a distant Reiki healing session, I'm more than happy to do that for you, and I will leave that information in the description box below. Again, thank you so much for being here. Be well, take care, and I will see you in our next reading. Bye. Hello, pile 3. So if you chose pile 3, welcome to your reading. You guys chose this crystal amethyst bracelet, and this has a lot of healing properties, good for self-love, confidence, and determination. So I hope you guys have been taking very good care of yourselves emotionally, physically, spiritually, mentally, and we will get right into it. So Spirit, this message is for our pile 3, and any important messages that they need to know, please. Okay, so we have the Ace of Cups to start. Thank you. Already with this card, I'm feeling like healing and a lot of emotional release, a lot of emotional energy. We have the 8 of Cups, wow. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So there is definitely something here, pile 3, that you are working to release. For some of you, it could be a person. For others of you, an environment. Or also just this mindset is what I'm thinking for a lot of you. It could be that your thoughts are overwhelming you, and so you've been feeling, you know, this uncontrollable, emotional, these are the feelings. But with this Wheel of Fortune as your future card, you know, this is always a good sign. It's that things are working in your favor, and there's a lot of good fortune here in the way that you've been releasing. Okay, so let's get into the meat of this all. Spirit, can we know more about this Eight of Cups, please? What is it that they may be walking away from, that they need to change? Thank you. So we have the Knight of Cups. So from this card, thank you. This was the back of the deck energy, so it definitely needed to come out. So with these cards, I'm feeling like it's this desire to control how you're feeling and the outcome of a particular situation. I feel like there's been a lot of an incredible amount of focus on this particular outcome. Again, it could be with this person, could be with what you've been experiencing, like this challenge. So much focus on that has been making it difficult for you to move through it, which is why these cards are in reverse. It's like this energy that wants to come through, but it hasn't manifested itself yet. And then we have this Ace of Pentacles in reverse, so it's still, you know, in this crafting. A lot of the times when I see reverse cards, it's like this subconscious thing that, you know, you've been thinking about, but it hasn't completely come to the surface. So right now with these cards, both in reverse, it's like you're being asked to apply what it is you've been experiencing, like in physical, tangible manifestation form. For some of you, it could be that you've been withholding this need to, I want to say, to be crazy, to let it go. Like you've been suppressing that need for so long that it's pent up inside. So Spirit, why is this Knight of Cups in reverse? This is interesting though. Thank you. So we have the Nine of Cups, the Six of Wands, and the Four of Cups. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely something deeply embedded in the subconscious mind, because this Nine of Cups and Six of Wands is making me feel like there's genuine feelings of gratitude for what you've been experiencing, genuine feelings of appreciation for the way that something may have been handled. But the fact that this Four of Cups is in the back is like it still doesn't necessarily make it any easier for you to deal with. And that can coexist. All of that can coexist, Pile 3. I just want to validate that. Which makes sense. That's literally the reason it's been so difficult, or you feel so caught up in it, is because you're still experiencing it. You're still figuring it out. And I know for a lot of you, it could be, you know, it's like tiring. It's like, I want to figure it out. Like, I'm tired of going through this, which I get, Pile 3. But just know that this, you know, this experience that you're going through, you haven't been going through it for very long. In other words, like, you've already come to so many realizations in such a short amount of time that it's honestly only a matter of time before it's that clean break. Or it feels that way to you, that you'll have that clean break where it's like, oh, I can finally release this. A message that I'm feeling channeled to ask you, and I'll ask your spiritual team as well, is what is it that you think you need to release? What is it that you think is holding you back? And once you figure that out, try not to get so caught up and focused on that small detail, but instead just acknowledge, you know, this is this thing that I'm working through, but I can continue on. But it doesn't control the entire fate of my reality. Spirit, can we know more about this Ace of Cups? Perhaps this will get into what it is you need to release or are releasing right now. Thank you. So we have the Seven of Cups in reverse and this Page of Pentacles. Immediately, I'm thinking of this lack mindset. It's that you won't have enough, there's not enough. It coming to my mind like there's not enough people in this world to come to me. There's not enough opportunities to come to me. I don't know how things are going to happen, but that's not true. Your dreams are perfectly tangible and perfectly stable. Like you have stable goals set for yourself, and there are already stable things set for you to experience and encounter, pile 3. Okay, I encourage you, for some reason I'm feeling called to tell you to look up the definition of fate and destiny. Like some things, no matter how impossible they seem, they're just completely out of your control and bound to happen. So for those of you that are like fearful of not meeting a person, or just, you know, some sort of thing just not happening for you, there are that thing that you're afraid of, it's just destined to happen. It's just only destined to happen in a way that's different from what you're experiencing right now. And again, that doesn't mean that it'll never happen. It's just some things you're just not meant to know. And honestly, I encourage you to find the peace in that, which you guys, you know, that's the healing crystal you're working through. Acceptance. Spirit, can we get no about this? Can we get no? That didn't make any sense whatsoever. Can we please know more about this Wheel of Fortune card, please? Yeah, I'm honestly, pile 3, I'm really excited for you, because where there's complete uncertainty, there's also room for you to be surprised, and there's no better feeling when you feel that alignment. Like when that alignment clicks, or you feel that something is just so meant to be, you're almost so stupefied that it even worked out that way. So King of Cups, oh okay, something else came out. King of Cups, 5 of Wands, and 2 of Pentacles. Okay. So I'm gonna sort of move this stuff over just so we can work through new messages for you. Okay. So this King of Cups is putting into play the importance of emotional discernment. So obviously working with yourself to figure out what sort of mindset you want to stay in is the message that's coming through for that. We have the 5 of Wands, which is like conflict, emotional conflict with turning your mental thoughts into physical reality. Like there's some sort of disconnect there. 2 of Pentacles, okay. And I want to check the back of the deck energy too. So I feel like you guys have been sort of juggling this best possible outcome for yourself. For some of you, I'm feeling like it's juggling this outcome with this particular person. And because of that, when you continuously experience this sort of conflict, or, you know, this feeling that something is not right, that in itself is a sign. Like, even if it's the slightest thing, I mean, this is your life, pile 3. You can't afford to be iffy or confused about a situation. If it's the slightest inconvenience with your dreams is enough to not stay there. In other words, if I can, you know, make this message any more clearer to you, the choices that you'll have to make are actually not difficult at all. Okay? Where you feel emotionally fulfilled, where you feel safe and grounded, is your ticket to success, is the answer. So that's why it's going to be important for you, you know, this King of Cups energy here, to discern, okay, to figure out, working with yourself, to know, you know, what's fear-based, what's me being in a, you know, depressed mood and not able to make a decision. What is that? What is that trying to tell me? There's this sort of need to discover this emotional aspect of you, because it can be very, very complicated for whatever reason. Only you know that, but I do see that it's very, like, it's not, I don't think overwhelming is the right word, but it's very, like, intricate. Like, your emotions are so intricately activated that it's like you're being asked to explore. Okay? So now I want to get into our chakra, and I kind of have a feeling of what chakra will come out. It'll really surprise me if it does. Chakra oracle deck, and then we'll get into an angel oracle deck, and perhaps this will make the, process of you understanding your emotions a little bit more easy. So Spirit, any chakra messages for pile 3? What are they working to activate, to unblock, please? I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Oh my goodness. I knew it. The throat chakra, I knew this was going to come through well. So it says, my spiritual progress is steady and true as my soul faithfully continues to manifest divine beauty that nourishes all hearts. Okay, so blue is the energy of throat chakra. And as always, I encourage you to do your outside research too. The throat chakra is one of communication. For you right now, I feel like that communication is manifesting itself in literal, like, tears. Whether it's, rage or just confused or frustration. For some of you, you may find that you're not even able to cry at all. Like, you've just experienced so much that it's like, I can't even get it out. But you have to. You have to allow yourself that grace. Let's see. Is there one more, Spirit? What other chakra are they working to activate? Okay, this is beautiful. This is definitely a light-hearted one, just like the crystal you chose. Diamond chakra, wheel of fate. Wow, twice. Hello. Signals into realign and contemplate. Balance attained. Blessed outcomes ordained. So this is sort of making me feel like the energy of this King of Cups again. It's like taking time to step back and figure out your shit. Figure out what it is you're feeling, what is the root of it, and most importantly, not getting caught up in that. Notice what it is you feel, acknowledge what it is you feel. Yes, this may be attributed to the past, but let it go. Don't let it eat you inside. Because again, there are so many things that you don't even know are possible that are possible for you. And again, these are things that you simply can't control. They're already coming to you. That's financially, emotionally, relationships, friendships, everything. Okay, lastly, I want to get into this Angel Oracle deck for you guys. Spirit, last messages for pile 3, please. I'm so glad this card came out. Truly I am. And I'll tell you why. So we have rest, Holy Spirit. This is giving your mind and body a break from the healing that you've been doing. The appreciation, divine helpers. Was it your group that I said, sorry, my memory is kind of fleeting me, but yeah, it was your group that I said, because it's overlapping from our second group, you can feel so deeply about something, but it doesn't make it any easier for you to deal with. That's where this appreciation card is coming in. And then we have this death card, Guardian Angels. So I'm happy this came through because death is always a sign of rebirth, okay? And I want to say because of this imagery, rescue from your spiritual team. Rescuing you from what you're going through right now, which in itself is a release. I also want to say, don't get so caught up in your healing process, pile 3. Sometimes you have to let yourself live in the discomfort, in the disgust, or in the not knowing, okay? So I'm going to leave your reading here. If you've made it this far, thank yourself for watching and sticking through, and I thank you for watching and sticking through. If you're interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me or a distant Reiki healing session, I will leave information about that in the description box below. Again, thank you so much for being here. Be well, take care, and I will see you in our next reading. Bye, pile 3.